To understand the refugee crisis that we started with, really have to understand that a civil war broke out in Syria in 2011 for a variety of reasons, which will create a power vacuum, especially in the north, and the Muslim Brotherhood will begin to come out from being underground. And at the same time, the very hardcore remnants of Al-Qaeda who had not been destroyed by Bush's surge moved to where they'd be safe, which was in this power vacuum in the north of Iraq, of Syria. And as they do so, some of Saddam's former key strategists come with them. They'd been unemployed by Bremer, who would shut down the Ba'ath Party in Syria. So at least 85,000 government officials have been thrown out of power by Bremer, and some of them, they're Sunni, so they're going to go to work with ISIS, not because they believed in ISIS especially, but as a way to regain Sunni power. And as this takes place, really all hell breaks loose in Syria. The Assad regime tries to assert its power over this group. The Obama administration, along with Sunni Turkey, calls for the removal of Assad. In the meantime, Turkey had built hydroelectric power dams to control the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which flow through Syria into Iraq so they could control the water supply. On the other hand, we already mentioned Iran supported Assad, but Russia did too. Russia, from Soviet days, had always had a port of call in the Mediterranean and Syria for its navy, and they wanted to keep that. They wanted to keep their influence there. The Christians supported Assad because he had protected them against the Muslim Brotherhood. And in fact, under Assad regime, dating back to Hafez Assad, two of the religious holidays in Syria were Christmas and Easter. So you're talking about a very complicated mess, where the Christians are going to support, to some degree, Assad. The Kurds have their own interests because they are connected with the Kurds in Turkey and Iraq. The United States is beginning to supply the Kurds in Iraq with serious weapons. This attracts the Kurds, and so effectively, Syria becomes fragmented. And it's not likely that it's going to be unified anytime soon. And ISIS is able to prey on this power vacuum. And this is especially the civil war, the carnage, the fighting, and ISIS touches off a refugee crisis of the first order. And that's where we are